it's Raid, and today I'm here to give you my February TBR. This month I am being overly ambitious, and I'm acknowledging now so I don't have to acknowledge it at the end of the month. Basically, I am in a fit mood to read. Like, I am ready to go. But the problem is, I also have 3 tests this month. So, we'll see what happens. I think it might be possible even with the tests, but I'll let you know. But holy crap, let me show you what Matilda's doing because she's being so cute right now. Also, I got new bedding, which is an exciting moment, totally unrelated to this video. The real question is, can you spot the pug? Can you spot the pug? Oh man. Oh man, I think we found her. But like, what is that position, Matilda? Jeez. This month I have picked out 6 books. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Yes, 6 books. So let's just go ahead and get started. The first book is one I've actually already completed. I know, I'm on top of my game. You don't need to tell me. It's incredibly short, but still. And I also forgot to haul it, so oops. And that is The Slow Regard of Silent Things by Patrick Rothfuss. This is like 2.5 to his Kingkiller Chronicles. It is a novella, but this novella has like weirdly mixed reviews, and I think it's because it's very, very odd, and it follows a side character, Ari, and it has nothing really to do with the main storyline, but rather you just get to live in a week of one of these characters in this book. Personally, as I've said, I've already read it, so I'm going to go with my thoughts more in the wrap-up, but personally I was really excited to go into this novella because I find the character Ari to be very fascinating. She's very strange, and I find that interesting. Also, it's set in the Underthing. If you've read the book, you know where that is, and that is an area in this world that is mentioned all the time, but we don't know much about it because that's where Ari lives. So I was really excited to learn more about it. You know, obviously it's from her perspective, so how much do we actually learn? Not much, but still it was interesting. This book also has illustrations, which I found to be also a delight, so I thought this was good, but again, more in my wrap-up. Next book on my list is one I'm also currently reading and about halfway through, and that is Furiously Happy by Jenny Lawson. I got this book for Christmas, and honestly I've heard fantastic reviews about this. This is Jenny Lawson's 2nd book, and this novel is a memoir, and it follows more specifically just random stories about her life, but they all have to deal with her mental illness and talking about her troubles with depression and anxiety and all sorts of other things that she deals with on a regular basis. So far I'm finding this book absolutely hilarious, but also really endearing and relatable in a lot of ways. Don't get me wrong, I don't have the levels of anxiety and depression that she has, but I think everyone can relate to feeling anxious or feeling small sometimes in their lives, and it's really nice to read about someone else's experiences because you can relate to them in some small part of you, and it makes you feel more normal in that way, or you're more able to come to terms with the fact that you're not normal, and that's okay too. But anyway, so far this is really great. I'm halfway through. I'm probably gonna finish it in the next couple days. I'm really loving it, and I really actually want to pick up her first one, her first memoir, which is called, I have no idea. It has a rat on the cover though, wearing a top hat, which is very fitting if you've read anything of her work. Next up is the Prustopia Book Club pick for the month of February. This month we are reading The Curse of Sphinx and working with Ray Wagner for this month. This is actually a self-published book, which we're really excited about because it's hard for self-pub authors to get a lot of exposure, so we're kind of happy that we get to talk about this book. Before we went about picking this book, we've actually seen some fantastic reviews about it, which made us really excited to pick it up ourselves. Essentially, this is a paranormal young adult novel. It follows a girl who her whole life has been on the run with her mother until one day her mother disappears or is taken away from her, and now she has to be on the run herself. But the catch is she has no idea why she's been on the run her whole life, but she knows it has something to do with the fulfillment of Apollo's prophecy, which just sounds super interesting to me. I love any type of Greek mythology mixed in with normal life of people books. Like, there's a reason why I love Percy Jackson, and I'm really excited this might be more of an adult version of some sort of Greek mythology retelling. I'm loving it. I'm excited. If you're interested in reading this with us, it's actually really cheap in ebook form right now. I will leave all the links down below so you can research and purchase if you're interested. It'll be down there. Our live show is going to be March 4th, Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hope to see you there. Curse of the Sphinx. The next book I got sent to me for review by Sourcebooks, who I'm working with this month to review this book, and I'm very excited to be reading it, and it's called This Is Where It Ends by Marike Nijkamp. I'm sorry, I probably butchered that. But the reason why I was really excited to receive this book for review is because of what it's about. So this novel follows 4 different perspectives over a time span of 54 minutes during a school shooting. Now, regardless of your stance on a lot of different political issues, gun violence in America is a very prevalent and important topic that's just something that needs to be talked about and read about and written about. For me, especially as a student who goes to school and goes to college, school shootings in a school setting is definitely something that's really important and also terrifying to me. So I'm just very interested to see how this book deals with this topic and what it has to say about it. I'm really interested in it. That's why I accepted it for review and why I'm excited to talk about it on my channel. And yeah, so I'm going to be reading this and talking about it this month, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, I'm also reading it this month. The next book I want to read this month might look a tad random. It is a little random, at least it feels random for me, because I haven't had the desire to read a classic since high school, and I haven't been trying to make myself read things unless I felt like it. But literally I woke up yesterday and I was like, I need to read some Jane Austen. So that's what I'm going to do this month. If you didn't know, I've read Pride and Prejudice. I read that on my own in high school because I was weird. And I've seen the movie Pride and Prejudice countless times. But besides Pride and Prejudice, I've read no other works of hers, and I've seen no other movie adaptations because I didn't want to see the movie adaptations before I read the book. Long-winded intro. But this month I really want to read Persuasion by Jane Austen. I own 4 of her other works besides Pride and Prejudice that I really want to get to. This one seemed interesting to me. I was between Persuasion and Sense and Sensibility, so maybe I'll read between both of those in the next upcoming months. But this is about a woman who is in love with someone, but her family didn't want her to marry him, so she married someone who's better off, and then 8 years later he comes back and now he's like way better off, and it just sounds drama and wonderful and amazing. And there's a movie! So guess who's gonna make their boyfriend watch that movie with them when they finish reading this book? If you're wondering what editions this is, as I get questions about that all the time because they're stunning, like, let's be honest, these are the Vintage Classics plural edition. There's another company I think called Vintage Classic Edition, but they're different looking. Anyway, they're hard to kind of find. I got these off barnesandnoble.com a while back. I think they have them there. Also, Anthropology has these editions in hardcover, so if that interests you, it interests me, but I already own them in paperback, so I thought it was a little ridiculous. The last set book I have this month is The Light Between Oceans by M.L. Steedman. I've owned this book for forever. It has fantastic reviews, and I've been wanting to read it for forever, and there's a movie coming out with Michael Fassbender in it, featuring as the main character of this book. The novel set in Australia and follows a man who lives in a lighthouse with his wife. They're unable to conceive children, so one day a child suddenly appears in a boat and it kind of comes up to their lighthouse, and now they're raising a child. Here the story is really whimsical and bizarre, which is definitely appealing to me as I like weird crap. So I'm hoping this is very, very good. I hope the prose is beautiful and touching and light. I'll be sure to let you all know my thoughts of this book if I do end up picking it up and liking it this month, so yeah. Alrighty guys, those are all the books on my February TBR. Let me know down below what you plan to read during this month of love. Clearly, I have a lot of love in my stack. Well, I have a Jane Austen book. That's pretty romantic. Anyway, I'll see you guys soon with another video soon. Bye!